From this screen, we're going to show the operation of the machine executing a user program. When you're logged in as an operator or a process engineer or an administrator, you have privileges to select a user program to run. You do that by scrolling down the list over here to a program that you want to run, and tells you which file has been selected. Then you go into the upper left hand corner and hit process execution. Brings you to the process execution page, where you have the big displays up top where you can scroll through a number of different system variables. If you click it once, it tells you what it is. This one is set to the process temp at the moment. That one's set to vacuum. If you press the button in the top left hand corner of the display, it'll change all of them so that you can see what they all are, and then it goes back to what the values are. If you click these multiple times, you can scroll through the values that are in the system that are available to look at. The screen shows you a basic schematic of the system and chamber, as well as visually representing data to indicate whether values or valves are open. If the boat is on, it turns red. If the lid is open, it shows that the lid is open. And it's just a quick visual indicator for the user. On the right hand side, there's a number of data values. Some of them are redundant with the top displays. They're just smaller so that everything fits on the screen. On the bottom here, there's a graphing function. If you click on this, it'll show you a big version of the graphing function. The administrator and process engineer have the ability to change the y-axis minimum and maximum, as well as the plotting time span, but the operators do not have the ability to change those values. On the lower left hand side here, you have a chamber to ATM function. So if you want to bring the chamber to atmospheric pressure so that it can be opened, just click this button and it will run a preset program, which starts by opening the exhaust valve to relieve any residual pressure, and then it turns the gas 1 valve on. To stop this program from running, normal runtime for this program is 1 minute. If you want to stop it before that, you can hit program abort or chamber to ATM, and it stops that program from running. When you're ready to execute your program, you hit the run key, and this will run the user program. Down here on the graph, you can see that the red line is just starting to show up on the display. There's also a white line which is at the bottom of the display. The red line is the actual temperature. The white line is the currently requested temperature by the PID controller. If you want to see the bigger version of this graph, you can click on it and it shows you the bigger version. Again, you can see the two lines down in the lower left hand corner. As the system begins to ramp, these values will start to go up. Back on the main screen, while we're waiting for that, you can see there's an indicator to tell you that the process is running. There's also a little note up here that tells you what it's currently doing. It's doing a fast vacuum cycle, where the main vacuum valve is open, and it's waiting for a certain pressure before it continues with the program. And then once it achieves that vacuum, it'll go to the next step. Now it's waiting for the first temperature segment to complete.